amount of time. We don't have any time for that nonsense. Does the doctor have any time to see me today? Misuse of the two-word any time for the one-word anytime is commonplace. The New York Times Magazine incorrectly writes, "I'm at your disposal any time," he tells Johnson, in two words instead of one. A related and surprisingly common error is miswriting "at any time" in two words for "at any time" in three words. He was told the disc could go out at any time, two words, which should be "at any time," three words. Associated Press. Anyway, one word. Anyway, two words. Anyways, meaning that you do it regardless or nevertheless. But it's incorrect to do something anyways or to begin a statement with anyways. Bloggers who write anyway, two words, they want to, and compose sentences like anyways, as I was saying, or you just gotta love him anyways, may have readers who love them anyway, one word, but they're not likely to get a lucrative offer from a New York publisher anytime, one word, soon. Anxious, eager. If I were a dictionary editor assigned to write a usage note on anxious and eager, the finished product would probably read something like this. Since the early 17th century, anxious has been used to mean worried, uneasy, troubled, full of anxiety, an anxious look, anxious for their safety. Since the mid-18th century, anxious has also been used as a synonym of eager, anxious to see the new movie, anxious to meet you. This usage is common today, especially in speech, but modern authorities are sharply divided over its acceptability. Some commentators consider it fully established, while others consider it slipshod. Those who take pains to distinguish these words use eager to suggest keen interest or impatient desire, eager to learn, eager for a raise, and reserve anxious for situations that involve anxiety or apprehension. Anxious about losing my job, anxious about the test. All that is true, of course, because I wrote it. But since I'm not a dictionary editor and merely one of the language commentators that these notes so often treat superciliously, I'm free to offer you more candid advice. Observing the distinction between anxious and eager qualifies you as a conscientious user of the language, a person who makes decisions about usage based not on how words are habitually used, but on how they are intelligently used. An eager person is expectant and desirous, while an anxious person is worried, nervous, or fearful. He was eager to get there on time, but anxious about getting a speeding ticket. And when to follows anxious, rather than about or over, it's a warning sign of probable misuse. Since signing up with the Celebrity Boxing Federation last month, King has been anxious, make that eager, to step into the ring to face some challengers. Reuters. Apathy, lethargy. Apathy suggests an indifferent state of mind, a thorough lack of emotion or concern. Analysts predict that voter apathy will result in a low turnout for the election. Lethargy is a prolonged state of dullness, inactivity, or lack of energy, a sluggish condition either of body or of mind. The Renaissance roused Europe from the intellectual lethargy of the Middle Ages. As every college professor knows, nothing can penetrate or cure the lethargy of the college student who has partied too hard the night before. Appraise, apprise. The verbs to appraise and to apprise are often confused, usually with the former misused in place of the latter. For example, in Right, Wrong, and Risky, Mark Davidson cites a CNN newscaster who reported accusations that Defense Secretary Donald Rumsfeld had not been kept sufficiently appraised by U.S. military leaders. About a minute later, the newscaster noted that he should have used the word apprised. To appraise is to officially decide the worth or price of, evaluate, estimate, judge. Local governments appraise property so they can levy taxes. And you can appraise an antique, a piece of artwork, or a rare manuscript, determine its worth or price. To apprise is to inform or notify.